Good morning, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Zuko Was the Monster Gang from Ben 10, Part 1. If I make it, in Part 1, or in this part now, the Zuko who is a frightful foe in his own right, because he was born as a human, but the monster, or he was born with 3 quirks. And of course, Zumi is wondering why, or actually, I'm adding Zumi. So it's beginning. So they were born and they go to the quirk doctor, and the quirk doctor told Zumi that she has the one quirk is called fire manipulation, and but when he turned over to Zuko's, he's wondering about something. Zuko, you have 3 quirks. You were born with 3 quirks. Well, what are they? Yell, regeneration, and basically like the when he said screeching or whatever that thing's called. when Ben Wolf, I'm still calling it a. I know that the flippin' everybody says the name is Blitzwolfer, but that sounds to me as a cuss name. But I stick with Ben Wolf. So then the day came, or actually, scratch that about him having 3 quirks. Zuko was quirkless, but he wasn't powerless. He has a power, and so his parents abandoned him during a full moon, or actually before. But when he split into, when he was walking around, he split it into 3 categories. The Frankenstrike Zuko, the Werewolf Zuko, and the Mummy Zuko. Just imagine, or there's actually a 4th one. Ghost Freak Zuko. Beware, you're in for a scare. So, yeah. So, this Zuko, this one right here, this Zuko, or everybody's is terrified because there's monsters around. I can't go out that night. And Frankenstrike sits down right next to the homeless man. The homeless man and was like, he's afraid me of being or was not afraid because there's a lot of weird stuff happen. So then, as Strike says to the homeless guy, "You're not afraid of me?" Huh. Well, you're just like all those other people. Huh. So then he basically, yeah. When I say like Frankenstein's thing, yeah, imagine Zuko as that guy. Yeah. So then there's a rumors going around of there's these 4 monsters comes out at night. These freak shows. And that sparked the interest in All Might and All for One. Both sides. Yeah. So yeah. I was gonna add that vampire guy, the one that in the Ben 10's Omnitrix one, but I said, you know what? Just add 4. Yeah. So then so let's do like thoughts, like scale thing. On one side, All for One says, I want their quirks. Imagine having the entire army of those creatures, those monsters that could destroy everything. And like, of course, Scary Gary keeps tabs on everything. As a student, or yeah, so, as they hate, like, go, in, or the next day, the the and that's only for villains. They're planning to use Zuko as the Quirk Doctor, or before actually. So the Quirk Doctor tells All for One, then I know who they are. They all used to be the same person. Ooh, what is his name? Zuko Midoriya. When I got his quirk checked, I didn't see a quirk in there, but I was wrong. I did not, or actually, he had 4 personalities. Wait, so you're saying that you had to check all 4 to see if there's a quirk inside? Yes. So then the day came, so then now to heroes as Nezu's like, okay, there's monsters that are terrorizing citizens at night, so we need to stay alert. And yeah, Bunny Girl whom was tasked to take down one of them, and the and then All Might, then Mountain Lady. Mountain Lady is scared out of her mind. Hanged. Because she does not want to go toe to toe with some random ghost. So then what does she do? All Might fights the werewolf guy. The Bunny Girl fights the Frankenstrike. And the old cranky guy, she ends up battling against the mummy, Zuko mummy, or actually, I'm adding like their actual names from Ben 10, mix it with Zuko, so it's Ben Wolf turns into Zuko Wolf. Yeah. And then name Mr. Izawa was battling against a ghost. And the Mr. Izawa was kind of terrified, but so then so Zuko, or not Zuko, the Racerhead tried to raise the ghost freaks' power. I'll just say that. But then, or like quirk, but it fails. Like what? I have a supernatural ability, not a quirk, Mr. Izawa. I know who you are. You're one of those pro heroes. But I'm not gonna kill you. Because you know why? As then he's like, because all of you I respect the most. So then the pro heroes and villains got defeated. My monsters. And yeah. Then the day came. Time skip to 15. There, the Zuko Zumi, all 4 Zukus, 1, 2, 3, 4, yep, all 4 Zukus were here. All 4 Zukus came to the sewer. And, of course, All for One is really interested in these monsters. So, yeah. Then Zumi became 15. All four monsters became 15. Yeah. The so then the amazingly the yeah, and it is crazy. Down in the sewer, in this alternate timeline, there was one, let's say, I can't say the name, the VREED, the Vreedles. I don't know how to say it properly. It's, yeah, there's Reedle. Yeah. So then so they're like, they were in the sewers, but they had like sunlight, so they're not affected by it. So, but then the girl, this girl, was just like minding her own business. Like, she walks around, and she notices some, like, her, or notices those four monsters. Sleeping. As she quietly says to herself, "Oh boy, we have new guests. Huh. They must be tired out." Well, then she told her parents, and then they took them and put them in their bed. And the so then the next day, the all three monsters, sorry, all three monsters were woken up. And yeah, they came out as the Vreedles, or Breedles. It's Reedle. I don't know how to say the name anymore. So she ends up, or so they greet them, as he says, "Good morning." All of them were in sync, as they, of course, or the big mom of it says, "Man," as the mummy and the werewolf guy were battling it out. As Ringenstein and the Ghost Shriek says, they always do that. As they, during breakfast, they brought up a question. How did how did you become like these four? Yeah. As Ghost Zucker says, well, I used to have a family, but then now I don't, because my family, I was quirkless. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Of course, but then, now we're just, all four of us are remains of his. Yeah. We're all four of us are still part of one. I kind of feel bad and stress, pain. And she understands it, as they all do. As they all yeah. They all comes in and so then, yeah. So then yeah. So they put on their mask and they might look like humans. Like Ringenstrike as a human, that would be the. And the werewolf guy, he turns more into a little bit of a human. And yeah. Mummy did the same thing, but Ghost can't go into a daylight, so yeah. So he stays around. Of course, she wants to go to UA. So she goes to UA with 3 out of 4 monsters. And the Strike uses his or Zuko that has electricity powers. He used electricity. Yeah. And then the Mummy uses his own arms, like Mr. Fantastic one, to get Ochako out of there. So then all 3 of them, or all 4 of them, including her, were in Class 1A. Yeah. So then the day came. So then yeah. So then the ball throw, she gets like 100. Or actually 1.9 million miles away. And she has this southern accent and that most boys like. But over time, she actually grew closer to Zuko, all three Zukus. Like, yeah, she literally, like, one night when everybody else went to bed, except for the Frankenstrike thing, Zuko, or, like, him, as she says, as the, like, if you, if all three, or if all four of you have used back into, like, into your original self, and as she's tapping her fingers together, as she says, can we name each other's? Huh. Sure. And she's happy about it. Huh? Then the... Yeah. So... The... Then at USJ, the... Yeah. They attacked and... And he says, huh. As the... Like, using the sonic roar. But when he exhaled through his mouth, he, like, does this little circle area in, like, he sucks in, and then when he let go, he releases such a sonic blast that even the villains were knocked out. Huh. As they all or they all got nicknames of Cranky One and the, like, others have like code names, but they go by their hero names. As they put up a sign saying, or he chose like Frankenstrike, Blitzwolfer, and the Mummy. He, as their hero name. Yeah, so and hers is, yeah. When when one of the students heard what the hero names are of, yeah, all four or all three, like, of the class 1A students, yeah. So Zuko, so then, yeah. So then after the USJ thing, the And then yeah. But I forgot to mention in the intro the mummy or Zuku mummy one, this one. I prefer this one because in my new or in this one, I'm adding Corodium from the Ben 10 original series to it. Okay? But it has the opposite effect. Where instead of transforming you, and it still transforms you into it, but you are now under control of the mummy. The one that. So, yeah. So then he says, huh. Compared to, yeah. So then yeah. So then he ends up walking over. Huh? And they basically, sorry, I'm trying to think of a. So yeah, so then during the USJ, he wins, and yeah. So then at Sports Festival, Ringen Strike Zuko got last place, like disqualified one, and then got it's Wolfer in second place, followed by, or actually, in front of Blitzwolf was the Mummy, and yeah, then they're like wondering why. So then yeah, of course she does the like let's oh or she followed him. Yeah, so she got third place. And yeah. So then the day came. So let's do a time skip because it's pretty boring. To All Might versus All for One. It's at night. So Reeks come out at night. So then All for One is saying, time for you to die. And the last words. As something consumed him. Was actually as he says, I'll say something about it. As what's going on? Why is my what's going on? As all one's wondering what's going on. Huh. All right. And String Strike says, all right. Let's beat him up. As they all like beat him up with like group effort as he like tosses them around. So then, yeah. But before that, during the meeting, they verified which one was which. The Frankenstrike guy, electricity powers, and yeah, they do like stat things, and I'm not gonna bore you. So yeah, then the guy or the mummy him, or actually him grabbing All Might and tells him to take these citizen and run. And why are you helping us? You're like monsters. But we still share one thing in common. We love all of you pro heroes. So go. As the werewolf guy, he blasts the heroes away, like swipes them away, not tries to kill them. And then the villains are like, huh, you think that that little shockwave, as the Blitz Wolf or Zuko Wolf says, if I was you, I would have been running. Why would you say that? Do you see that mummy guy over there? Go ahead, mummy. Show them why you're the... And thank goodness the needles were underground, away from the area. And when he releases those crystal things, as every villain or every person was infected, their bodies were like, imagine so yeah, this one, the basically this is what ben10 and has. All the villains transformed into those monsters, and except for All For One, as All For One sees what happened to his group, his own pawns became more than just as they wondering what happened to my team. Hold on. As All For One says, what happened to my team? My pawns. As the Frankenstrike says, do your little research. If the crystal inside my mummy's chest could radiate that much power, or to turn a person into a monster. Yeah. So then let's say a Quark doctor actually had a machine that scans a person So they scanned all 4 parts, like him, 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 and him. And turns out one of them actually, or 2 of them actually, or no, 3 out of 4 have it. I'm so blind. As the court doctor says that. I can't believe it. Basically, 3 out of 4 of them has it. Except for Ghost Guy. So then, as All for One, finally he says, "Alright, you must be Zuko, all 4 of ya." Am I wrong? As everyone was shocked when they even Inko was shocked. Her own son was all 4 of those monsters. Yeah, it was scary. Anyway, as Bakugo could not believe that his own, or those monsters, were his own friend turns into it. Yeah. His secret's out, so, yeah. Yeah. But only people that do know, was her, the Quark Doctor, and the now All for One. So, yeah, her family knows it. So then they came, after that, the All for One, or no, actually, Principal Nezu tells the monsters to visit with him. Ring straight, please come to the office. You're not in trouble. But is it true that you and the other 4 or other 3 are just to be part of one? Yes. Let me give you a whole story before. When I was born, or when our fused form was born, when at age of 4, or we had everything. We had and such a good life with our parents. But then that all changed when the Quark Doctor told him that he was quirkless. Yes. And the Quark, so our sister Zumi, has a quirk. But then, of course, they abandoned me at right after or before the moon reached full moon. When it did that, then all 4 of us became separate. We stayed together because we were a family, our own family. it's really hard for us to move around with. Yeah, I understand. But if the all four of you, or you said four, what happened to the fourth one? Well, see, Nezu, he's a ghost. He needs a human body. That's why you didn't see him, because he's actually inside of one of the students. He actually went into a human body. Honey. So then, yeah. So then the ghost freak ends up as Nezu and him running down because the two students are fighting each other's. And guess which two? Zuko Wolf and the Mummy. Hey, they both ended up like fighting each other's, to having more of the, they have to fight each other's too, because one was biting on the other's string. Yeah, so the Zuko ends up becoming a, Ringling Strikes says they always do that. See, and Wolf, oh, had no like true motivations. Yeah, so, oh yeah, basically, hey, Zuko, or Ringling Strike says that. Break it up, you two. I'll keep telling him to not to knock it off. I'm chewing on my strings. I'll tell him to not flare it around me. As Class 1A, one of the students thinks, guess who one's in charge of it. Or two people are in charge of it. Yeah. As she says, they always get into the argument of it. And the principal, Nezu, says, pull yourself together, okay? And so then the day came, overhaul, or actually, during that same day after school, Zumi asked him to go over to her house. That got her jealous. But way that she said it, and Ben Wolf says, or whispers into her ear, "It's just our brother or our sister." Okay? Yeah. Oh, okay. the she felt sheepish because yeah. So then so then they came back, and of course he reforms himself back into one body, or as all for one, and just like made made Zuko's entire body exploded. But when they all formed back, they created a buffed up Zuko. When they formed back into one Zuko, they feel so much better, or he feels so much better. As he beats around overhaul, like, yeah. So then the day came. Of course, the riddle was finally that it was finally time for him to go on a date with her. So they got dating, and then they got married. So yeah, then they had a lot of monstrous kids. Some are vampires, some are like werewolves, some are ghosts, some are like, you name it, he has it. Yeah. Yeah. But they're not like, but without their weakness. So yeah. So now it is time for her. Yeah. Her, like, me to say goodbye. See ya. Don't want to be ya.